my good people, and welcome back to our channel. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Currently Building Generational Wealth Lifestyle. I am one of your hosts, the one, the only, and the flyers on today. I am Danielle Bailey, and of course, God is the ultimate what, what, ow, uh, ow, ow. He the ultimate host. So, nonetheless, it is Friday, and y'all already know what it is that we do over here. We sing. It's Friday, and I'm ready to jam. Pick up my girls. Hey, it's Friday. It's Friday. It is Friday, my good people. What's up, and welcome back to our channel. Before we jump into today's video, y'all go ahead and make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure y'all tell people what we doing over here, and make sure y'all drop me a comment in the comment section below. It actually helps with the video, okay? Help your sister out. Your girl is trying to get monetized this year. My channel is not monetized, so help a sister out, please comment. But nonetheless, so today's topic is coming from, I've been wanting to say this for a while, okay? Just, speak my mind about it. I've been seeing a lot of people ask other clinicians about their rate, right? Oh, what's your rate? Tell me what your rate is, and stuff like that. And then not only did I see people asking them about their rate, and then I see a lot of people asking about cash pay practices and stuff like that. So I want to say, be careful with asking people that, because you can really and truly base your decision on your rate and how you operate your practice on somebody else who lives in a community that could afford to pay cash and pay that person price while you're living. All right, y'all, I'm back. So nonetheless, y'all, so you may be basing your price off of somebody that lives in an area that can afford to pay cash, that can afford to pay their rate, okay? You may be looking at somebody that's living in California, that's living what's a high neighborhood in California? The Bay Area. I think that's a good neighborhood or something like that. But an expensive neighborhood while you're living in rural, the South, okay? So, like, for those of you that don't know, like, when I first jumped into the private practice game, I was looking at clinicians of color, and I was seeing, where people was talking about how they was running the cash pay practice and how they was charging, $125 and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, bet, that's my price. $125, good. $125 in cash pay. God was like, girl, stop. Girl, you live in Alexandria, Louisiana. Well, I don't live there. Your practice is in Alexandria, Louisiana, and last time I checked, the South is broke. Some of us, okay? So I was just like, no, I'm gonna do cash, Jesus, and I'm gonna do God was like, nah, you gonna do insurance, and not only are you gonna do insurance, you're gonna do Medicaid insurance too. I was like, I ain't gonna do that. So I set out to be cash pay, and quickly realized that cash pay was not for my area, okay? So, like, understanding that you have to, a lot of times people just throw out these numbers about what your rate is, and no, your rate needs to be some research, some, if you want to say science, but some type of understanding of what your rate is and where it really comes from and stuff like that. Like, you need to understand your so I got like about like 6 to 7 things that I feel as though you should use when you are setting your rates and stuff like that. I think I may do a whole like mini series upon how to understand your income as a private practice, especially if you're accepting different types of insurances. So, like, for me, I accept Medicaid, I accept commercial insurance too. All of these have their own separate rates. You got to keep up with it too. So, understanding, shout out to my giveaway winner on today. I talked to Joe Vine, Am I saying that right? I hope I am. Javon today. And we were talking about like clients and how she need the factor how can she decide like we was talking about income and stuff like that, right? So we were and I had talked about like how with my private practice I accept many type of insurances, and so like and understanding your numbers, okay? That's what we was talking about. We talking about client numbers and stuff like that. And so in a video a while back I talked about how for me I can't just have a private practice full of Medicaid clients. That doesn't no, okay. So how I was going to balance out my Medicaid client with my commercial client with my EAP clients. So do you see all of this? So I want to do a mini series on understanding your income, your revenue, and where it's coming from, and how to factor in your I will say ideal rate. I would say ideal rate and ideal income. So y'all let me know if y'all are interested in a video like that. So y'all comment in the comment section below. So, but nonetheless, jumping into today's video about how to identify your ideal rate. There's a couple of things that you need to do. First, you need to pray about it. Go to the Lord and pray. Ask him what your rate should be. Ask him to give you wisdom. Ask him to give you guidance. When I say ask him, I mean ask him and sit there and make sure he gives it to your child. Don't leave, because whatever he say it's going to be. Okay? So, but also ask him for wisdom on how to do the research, how to look up some of this stuff, where to find this information. Okay? So after you ask the Lord, number 2, you're going to identify your ideal client. We really need to niche down. Okay? You need to identify your ideal client so that you can understand them. My ideal client is a millennial African American female who usually have a degree. A lot of African American females have a degree. They have stressful jobs. So with them having stressful jobs, that means that they're more than likely have some type of commercial insurance. Say it with me. Commercial insurance, okay? So so I know that about my ideal client. They have a job, the job has insurance, more than likely they're going to use their insurance, okay? So number 3, we're going to start researching. We're going to research our area. Go to uscensus.gov and look up your area. See what the median income is. Medium income, like how much they make. See what the household size is, and really do your research about how much their rent is. The reason why I say that is because my area, I just recently did this last year. I want to tell y'all, when I make these videos, these are from my mistakes, and these are from stuff that I'm like, I know better now, and I'm actually implementing some of this stuff. Or some of this stuff is stuff that I'm going to implement in the future. But y'all are going to get it from ground zero, which makes it so much better, okay? So last year I decided to research the median income for my area. And first of all, I think that is wrong, okay? The median income for my area said $37,000. That is a lot, okay? I do not believe that. I believe it's lower. And then look up the household size, so see how many people they're usually in the house, and then look up rent. The reason why I say rent is because if you are like my area, the medium income and the rent in the area does not match. The rent, a good neighborhood, because I know my ideal client, she's going to want to feel safe. She's going to want to feel secure. So she's not going to stay in low places that has like extremely cheap rent, because more than likely they are not in a good area of the city, so it's probably high crime. So she's going to want to stay somewhere where she can feel safe, right? And with that comes a price tag. In our city, and the landlords down here is taxing, okay? So she's going to pay from anywhere from $975 to $1,200, $1,300. First of all, I don't see how anybody on a 37, even if the medium income was $3,700, I don't see how you can afford a $1,200, $1,300 rent. I was living in an apartment at the time, and I was struggling with the $500 to $600. So like, I don't understand it, but understand that about her. Understand that you got to understand. So you getting into the mind of your ideal client, right? So when you, and not only do I want you to research like the medium income, the medium income household size, and the rent. I want you to also research what you think her ideal job is. See how much her ideal job is. Okay, so for me, I know that the ideal job, not necessarily ideal job, but a job, she's gonna have a degree. So that with degree comes insurance. Like I said earlier, commercial insurance. Say it with me. So knowing that she got high rent, I know that she's going to really and truly want to use her insurance. But that's cool, okay? So after that, what I want you to do is here's where we really and truly start getting an understanding of how we set our rates and stuff like that. Not just pulling it out the air. Although you have all of that working in the back of your mind or whatever about the client, this is what you need to really focus on. Set how much you want to make. Just point blank period. How much you would like to make. Give yourself about how much you would like to make. You can even use it based upon your agency salary. So if you work at a job and they paying you about $60,000 to $70,000 going off into practice, you can say that I want to be able to make $60,000 or $70,000 my first year. So take that, and then what else you're gonna do? You're gonna factor in the cost of your monthly bills. Okay, monthly bills for your practice, because again, your agency income is kind of like what covers your own personal bills, but your private practice bills and stuff like that, this is where you need to really and truly sit down, see how much that is a month. Your rent, your utilities, what else? Fax machine, supplies, printers, whatever it costs to make your operation run. You got to factor all that in, okay? All of this need to be factored in. So we're going to do bills for the private practice, okay? And then we're going to do membership fees. We got to pay all these fees to everybody and their mama because you got a professional license, okay? You need to factor in all of those. You need to factor in also CEUs. Yeah, CEUs too. Factor in a business savings account. Factor in a business savings account. And what I am starting to do is because I got insurance, y'all. Your girl got insurance. So I have a deductible, right? So this year I'm going to factor in my deductible for my for the insurance, all right? So you need to factor in, like, make sure you factor in your insurance costs too. Like, all of this that your job used to pay for you needs to be factored in too, okay? So your insurance rate, how much you pay to the insurance people and stuff like that. I need to pay this insurance, y'all. Yeah. Nonetheless, okay, so we factor in insurance. It's a lot. It is a lot behind understanding what your rate is. Okay? So insurance, put a savings. So once you get all of that, y'all get the picture, right? So once you get all of this together, all of that I just talked about, add that all up and add about 20%. And times about 20%. I would say 30. Okay? Times that times 30%. Then you're going to divide that. Okay? Divide that by 52. And then after that number, you're going to divide that by 40 hours. And that could be your starting rate. Again, I hope y'all get it. Please, I hope y'all got the calculation, okay? Everything that I talked about, you're going to times 20%, 20 or 30%. Then you're going to divide it by 52, right? Then you're going to take that number after you divide it by 52, then you're going to divide it by 40. And that could give you a starting point of what your ideal rate needs to look like. I know that it seems like a lot because it is. So this is what I'm saying. We just can't ask people what what your rate is because you don't know what they're paying and they may not have as many bills as you do. So really and truly take that in consideration while you are actually trying to set your fees. I hope that y'all understood this video. I hope that it is helping. It's helpful to somebody. Y'all let me know in the comment section if it was helpful to you. And if y'all are interested in how to understand your income as a private practice when you have several different types of income. Like we really and truly, like this year I'm really and truly like sitting down and taking time into the business side of my business and spending more time and being vocal there, like help your girl out, Jesus. That's what I'm saying, okay? So nonetheless, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next video. Go video. Bye, y'all. I hope y'all really did understand because it's a lot that I talked about today, and I even got confused a little bit. But this is something that we need to do. We need to sit down. Don't just go into private practice blindly, okay? Don't stop doing that and stop asking people what their prices are and you basing your prices off of theirs because they understand your private practice fee may need to be $150 or it may need to be $75 because it'll meet all your stuff. So like this is just the beginning, right? This is just the beginning. So you start off and then the next year you may need to increase because you have a higher goal of what you want to set, you know? Or you see that you need a little bit more money or whatever because that rate just doesn't cut it. So the more we understand about us and our private practice, the more that we will be able to service as best as we can. All right. Nonetheless, love y'all. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye. No, no, no. Bye, y'all.